The Lord told me to deliver this urgent message to you. Right now, a wealthy family, one of the richest on earth, is searching for an heir, and that heir is you. But if you don't hear this message today, everything may vanish. The enemy is already at work to distract you, to confuse you, to make you scroll past this moment. But God is louder today. He's reaching into your soul and saying, you were born for this. You were chosen for this. And the time is now. You've prayed for a breakthrough. You've asked God for a sign. This is it. This is not just a video. It's a prophetic appointment. Heaven is aligning. Your life is about to shift in a way you never imagined, and you must not miss it. God's call for today. Do not ignore this sign. Have you ever felt like something big was about to happen, but you couldn't explain why? That stirring deep inside of you, that's not anxiety, that's not restlessness. That's the voice of the Holy Spirit saying, get ready. Today isn't like any other day. You are being called by your name at this very moment by a spiritual clock in heaven. It's easier to hear God now than ever before because your inheritance is getting closer. Today, God is telling us what to do. Psalm 32:8 says, I will teach you and show you the right way to go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. You need to pay attention. You were meant to be here at this time. And the truth is that a lot of people will miss it. The sign won't bother them. They'll believe it's just another video. Not you, though. You're still here because this is what you needed to hear. Today, a spiritual door is going to open. Your life, your money, your peace, and your legacy will all change if you go through it. Leave a comment below if this message speaks to you. Lord, I hear you. I'm ready. A family of billionaires wants to find you. Also, this is not a mistake. At first, this message might seem impossible. But what if I told you that heaven doesn't work the way we think it does? There is movement, talk, and planning going on right now in places and with people you've never met. And yes, your name is ringing in the spirit world. A family with a lot of money is looking. Their records aren't full. Their family tree is missing one important person. But they don't know that God already knows who it is, you. This isn't just about getting rich on earth. Yes, there are financial doors involved. A lot of assets are being moved around. There is more to this, though. These are divine inheritances, spiritual bloodlines, and blessings that have been saved up for generations, ready to be given to the right person. You are that person. Have you ever thought about why some of your fights were so tough? Why did the enemy try to hurt your health, your relationships, and your money? It's because you have something important on you. Something that the kingdom of darkness has been trying to stop through your family line for decades, or even hundreds of years. This is why your enemy fights you. Because chains will break if you ever fully step into what God has planned for you. Not just in your life, but also in the lives of your kids, grandchildren, and everyone else who is related to you. You didn't just get this message by chance. In the kingdom of God, nothing goes wrong by chance. You're here because the Lord's Spirit has marked you for this time, and heaven is telling you that you are the heir. Please do something strong right now. It's not just a video. It's a promise of sorts. If you think this word is for you, type the following statement in the comments right now before you read any further. I am the heir. My inheritance is given to me. God has plans for me that can't be stopped. Write it down. Call it out. Let heaven and hell know you're ready to go. Things are going to start to change from now on. The look is over. The heir who should be there has been found. You are the heir, so you need to be awake. There's something holy about timing. In the spirit world, there are no clocks or calendars to tell the time. Obeying, being aware, and being in alignment are the ways that it is measured. There is a spiritual alarm going off right now in your life. Some people can't hear it. Not every person will answer. But you are being woken up because you can't let the inheritance that is meant for you go to the wrong people. Allow me to be clear. You have always been the heir. God did not forget about you, even when you felt like He had forgotten about you and other people were chosen, blessed, and promoted before you. He was getting you ready. He was working behind the scenes during every hard time, every loss, and every time you thought He was quiet. He was making you stronger because this inheritance comes with a lot of responsibility. This isn't just about getting money or things. It's about a divine task that only you can complete. Your inheritance is a duty, a reason, or a cloak. That's why you need to be awake. Not just listening, not spiritually blank, but fully spiritually awake. Ephesians 5:14 says, "Awake, you sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." Now is not the time to sleep. Now is not the time to let other things take away from the moment. The enemy would love it if you kept scrolling, had doubts, and thought this was for someone else. You know this is for you, though. Your spirit tells you that it's true. You can feel tears getting in your eyes. Your heart is beating fast. This word is not new to your soul. That's the truth. Your spirit has always known there was more for you. God put something inside you that the world and the devil couldn't explain or destroy. You're not just anyone. The enemy has been afraid of you. The one that heaven watched over. The one your ancestors prayed for. Now is your time to stand up, to get back what was taken, to get what was held back, and to wake up to the truth. You are the heir, but you must wake up. Right now, I want you to say something, no later than today or tomorrow. You should seal this word if it makes you feel something. Type this in the space below. I'm not going to sleep through my fate. I'm awake. I'm ready. I am the heir. Allow the spiritual world to see how committed you are. Say it with faith. Type, trust, because strong faith is met with praise from heaven. Now is the time for you to be brave. Why you could only get this message today. In the kingdom of God, nothing goes wrong by chance. You didn't choose your birth, your survival, or even the time this message came into your life. You didn't just find this video by accident. You didn't just click by chance. This isn't the answer. This is how you align. Because today is the only day this word and this message could reach you. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Why? Because God decides when things happen in heaven. Also, something has changed in the spirit right now. Something that was locked up is now being let go of. Something that wasn't shared for years or even generations is now being passed on. You are a part of that change. In the book of Esther, it says, "And who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this." Esther 40:14. There are blessings, real blessing, that only manifest in their appointed time. If you had heard this message last year, you wouldn't have been ready. If you hear it next year, the window may be closed. But today, your heart is in the right position, your soul is open, and most importantly, heaven is speaking. What's happening in your life right now is not random. The tension, the delays, the strange feelings, the spiritual warfare, it's all confirmation. The enemy always intensifies the battle when a blessing is near. You may have noticed how lately things have felt uncertain. You've been reflecting on your past. You've been asking God questions about your future. You've been searching for clarity, and now this message appears. That is not coincidence. That is divine orchestration. The truth is this message had to wait until your heart was ready to hear it. Because inheritance doesn't fall into just any hands. It falls into prepared hands, and your preparation has not gone unnoticed. The years of sowing, of praying, of staying faithful when no one saw you, that was your training. And today, the Lord says, now is the time. Now is the time. This message is the last warning before the release. Heaven is telling us, now that you've heard, you are responsible. You need to answer now that you know. I want you to do something strong. That's not for me or this channel. It's for your future, your spiritual lineage, and the people who will live under the blessing you accept today. If this message hurts your heart, speak out with faith. Right now, type this statement in the comments. The message got here on time. I get it. I'm not going to miss what God has planned for me. You're not behind schedule. You're on time. This moment is holy. The weather is changing, and your inheritance is ready for you. Signs. God was sending you people, but you didn't know it. We ask God to speak, but sometimes we don't know that He has already done so. While we beg for answers, direction, and confirmation, we don't pay attention to the whispers that have been all around us. Because lightning and thunder aren't always ways that God speaks. A lot of the time, He speaks through patterns, nudges, repetition, and moments that seem like accidents, but are really signs from God. I want to ask you an honest question. There may have been times in your life when quiet seemed to fall around you. People stopped calling. There were fewer chances. You felt cut off from the things that used to make you happy. That wasn't a fail. That wasn't giving up. God turned down the noise so you could hear the real message. You may have had dreams that stayed with you long after you woke up. Signs that you didn't fully get. You may have noticed that the same number keeps coming up. Someone from your past may have just shown up again for no reason. You might be drawn to the same message, verse, or inner knowing over and over again. Those are signs that God has been talking. You turned down that deal that seemed too good to be true, and you later found out it was a trap. That was God. It was God when your spirit felt restless in a room full of people and you couldn't figure out why. That was God when you lost something you thought you needed and then found peace in the midst of it all. The enemy, on the other hand, wants to dull your senses so that you think God is silent when He's been leading you the whole time. We haven't forgotten about you. You were led. I want to tell you something strong. Your steps have been set up. God used all of them, the detours, the delays, and the times you thought you had failed, to help you become more wise. Because the inheritance you're about to take on needs spiritual insight. You need to be able to see past what is obvious. And now for the truth. A lot of people don't want to face. God doesn't show us the next blessing until we learn to read the ones He has already sent. Do not give up if you have missed them before. You're not out of the running. You are being woken up again. This message right now is one of those signs. Today, heaven isn't giving us any hints, so this could be the clearest message. It's not the first or last one, though. The clear message from heaven is, I have been trying to get your attention, and now it is time for you to respond. Now stop, take a deep breath, and think about what happened. Remember the times when things didn't make sense but felt holy. Now think about the times you ignored but now see anew. It wasn't just a moment, it was a message. Now that your heart is open and your eyes are seeing things they used to miss, I want you to do something important. This is what you should write in the comments below. The Lord has been talking. I can now hear him. I'm not going to miss the signs again. Take your time and write it with purpose. It should be a deal between your spirit and heaven. Because you will never walk without seeing again once you learn to read the signs. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community, through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. And your inheritance will start to show up in your life. The transfer of wealth has already begun. Get ready. In history, there are times when heaven moves something on earth in a way that can't be seen or heard. And most people miss the chance because they don't realize what happened until it's too late. Not this time, though. Not for you. Because God's Spirit is setting off the alarm before the door shuts. Don't get it wrong. The transfer has already started. You might not be able to see it yet. It might not show up in your bank account. If you are currently working or retired, it may not seem like you have a lot of money. But in the spirit world, a huge force is moving, and it is being given to people who heaven trusts to carry it on the right path. It's not a figure of speech when Proverbs 13 says and 22 says, "The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous." It's a law of spirit. Really rich things have been kept by God, not just money. These things include favor, access, ideas, resources, and open doors. And now He is giving it back to those who have been faithful in secret, in prayer, and when things were quiet. This isn't about getting rich for show. This isn't about comfort for ego. This is about making plans for your calling. Because you will need more than inspiration to do the work God wants to do through your life. It will need resources. It will need to be influenced. It will need divine permission. And things are setting you up to receive it. But you need to understand this. For every transfer, you need to get ready. If all of a sudden you got an inheritance but didn't have any spiritual maturity, wisdom, or vision, it would kill you. That's why God put it off until now, because you are now ready to get. You are now awake. You can now listen. The transfer isn't going to people who are after money. It is coming to those who are looking for meaning. This word is yours if you're still here, reading and leaning in. Heaven is getting ready to give you more than enough. Not so you can get away from hard times, but so you can walk in a job. You're not getting this money just for yourself. You are getting it to bless others, fund visions, end generational poverty, heal systems, and build back what the enemy tried to destroy. One thing, though be careful. People who aren't ready will miss it. People who want to have fun with this will stay in the woods. Those who respond, prepare, and believe, on the other hand, will carry what others could only dream of. Now you need to really think about this. Type these words in the space below if you think this word is for you. It should be both your prayer and your message. I'm ready for the money to change hands. I'll take care of it with faith and obedience. Heaven should see that you're not just hearing this. You're getting ready for it. Because what comes out this season will affect future generations. Right now, the spiritual world is moving in your favor. Things are going on around you that your normal eyes can't see. Forces from heaven are moving. Angels are being sent out. In places you've never been, walls are coming down. Agreements are being broken in the dark. Your name is getting chained off. Your family tree and your fate. You might not feel it yet. You might be tired. Even though your heart is tired, your spirit knows. Something is stirring inside you somewhere deep down. There is something ancient and holy going on because God's Spirit is working in places other than this world. Daniel 2:13 in the Bible says that when Daniel prayed, the answer came straight from heaven. But it took a while because there was spiritual warfare going on in the heavens. Your prayers have also seemed to go unanswered, just like Daniel's. However, they were not forgotten. They were stopped by opposition in the spirit world. And now, finally, those prayers are getting through. There are angels who have been fighting for you in silence, with all their might, and without stopping. Some doors that had been locked for years are now being opened, and there are people who feel moved by God's Spirit to bless you, help you, and make room for you, even though they don't know why yet. That's the way God's favor looks. Before it shows up in your hands, it works behind the scenes. It changes the order of rooms you haven't been in yet. It brings up your name in conversations where it shouldn't be relevant. It makes the right person say yes when everyone else says no. Because when God is on your side, nothing, not a demon, not a system, not a situation, can stop what is going to happen. They have been against you, yes. Your mind, health, peace of mind, and finances were all under attack, and it wasn't just life. They were a spiritual fight. The enemy knows what's going to happen. He knows you're not like most people. He knows that you're strong. He knows that you won't waste the inheritance when it comes to you. You'll use it to really shake people up. That's why there's been so much pressure. That's why some doors slammed shut. That's why you were left alone, didn't get understood, and were pushed to your limit. It was never about getting in trouble. It was always about getting ready. The stars are now lined up. The enemy is losing their hold now. Things are moving spiritually in your favor now. Now good luck is falling like rain. Do not believe what your eyes show you. At first glance, favor doesn't always look like a good thing. It can show up as pain sometimes. It sometimes shows up after a while. In every moment, though, heaven is still at work, and people are still calling your name in places you haven't been. You know this chapter was meant for you if you feel this way, if your soul is shaking right now. And I want you to say it out loud if you think the spiritual world is moving in your favor. Write this in the space below. Heaven is moving for me. What's mine is on its way. Say it like you mean it. Make it into a law. Because having faith in what you say gives power to both what you see and what you can't see. You will get your inheritance, and heaven will back it up. This is something the enemy wants you to not see. Know this if you are still here, reading or listening. you have already stopped an enemy strategy. Because everything in the realm of the unseen has been planned to keep you from being here right now. To take your attention away, make you think this message wasn't for you, and confuse you. To let you know it's too late, to whisper that you're too old, too broken, or too normal, that your chance has passed, or that you missed your chance. The devil, on the other hand, lies. It's important to know that the enemy doesn't fight things he doesn't fear. And the level of attack you've been through in your life is the best proof of how much fate is on your shoulders. Satan knew what would happen to you before it did. He saw the doors that would be open if you ever became aware of who you really are. He saw the chains that would break if you followed your calling. He saw the curses that would be broken if you found out you were the chosen one. So, he fought you even when things got hard, when there were delays, when you were betrayed, when you were sick, when you lost someone close to you, when people told you to give up, and when it seemed like no one remembered you. But the fog is getting lighter now. Now you can see with spiritual eyes. You now know it wasn't just life. It was a plan to stop your blessing. It was a planned, intentional effort to keep you blind-bound and below your calling. But the spirit has changed in some way, and the truth is coming out. It was never too late. You were never really lost. You were never too far away. Yes, you were picked on, but not because you were weak. People were after you because of your inheritance. You carry something that will last forever. The enemy also knows that if you ever open it, accept it, or start walking in it, it will break his hold on generations. This message is very important because of this. The enemy wants more than just your money. If he can keep you from seeing what is rightfully yours, you'll never go after it, hence his goal. Forget about the signs. He wants you to. He wants you to play down the dreams. He wants you to skip this message and get back to the survival mode. Getting by is not your calling, though. Inheritance means that you were made to rule. You were meant to walk in good graces. Before you took your first breath, you were marked for a reason. And now God is letting you see. That's why I want you to face the enemy now. Not out of fear or doubt, but with the power that comes from the throne room of heaven. Believe what you're saying and write it in the comments with confidence. Now I see the truth. My enemy won't take my inheritance. Let those words ring out in the spirit world. Take them and make them into a sword. From now on, the battle is public, and the devil won't be able to scare you into silence. You are now awake, and God has started something that can't be stopped. What you're going through right now is proof. There's already one sign for you. A prophet doesn't have to say your name. There is no need for someone to tell you if this message is real, because it has been showing up in your life. Take a look. Look inside. Remember the last few weeks, months, or even years. Take a look at how things have changed. How many people have been leaving. How old wants have faded. How the things that used to make you happy no longer do. It's not just age. It's not just change. That is God's interference. God has been moving things around you because your next season can't be built on the structure of the last one. Some habits, relationships, ways of thinking, and even places had to be moved around. Why? Because you were taking on more of your inheritance, and your old environment couldn't handle the weight of what God is about to give you. That weird feeling you've been having is confirmation. That strange tension in your spirit is proof. There was a reason you couldn't sleep on those quiet nights when you couldn't figure out why. There were spiritual contractions there. Heaven has been trying to give you life. It may have felt like you were being stripped, but God was just making room for you. You may have felt like God had forgotten about you, but He was actually setting the stage. You may have felt like you were stuck, but God was holding you down because He only builds legs that don't move. The real reason this message hurts so much right now is that it speaks to something your soul already knows. You felt the change. You can feel the change. That's not your mind going crazy when you say to yourself, "Something is happening. I just can't explain it. It's not a coincidence." That's the Holy Spirit letting you know that you are in the middle of a divine plan. It was safe when old doors shut and you thought nothing would replace them. When money was tight and you didn't understand why after being faithful, that was getting ready. When people you thought would always be there started to pull away, that was sent by God. For there is more to your inheritance than just money. It has to do with alignment. And God always starts the process of alignment by taking away before He gives away. Don't ignore the proof that's all around you. Do not dismiss the confirmation you feel inside right now. You aren't being crazy. You are being put in place. We're not seeing you fall apart. You are getting better. You are hearing from God through your problems, this message, and the tears that come to your eyes when you realize this is more than just a video. This is a visitation. Take a moment to breathe in what the Spirit is doing. I want you to mark this moment in your spirit when you're ready. Type these words in the space below. I know what the proof is. I have taken my place. I understand what God is telling me. These words are not meant to get your attention. It helps with alignment. Because writing it doesn't just mean you agree with a message. It sounds like you agree with heaven. And once heaven sees your agreement, it always comes true. Why you are one of the few people who will be chosen. God has never worked with a lot of people since the beginning of time. He has never needed a lot of people to carry out His plan. God chose Abraham to be the first person He called to start a nation. He raised one voice, Moses, when He wanted to save a group of people. He gave Esther a lot of power when He wanted to keep a bloodline alive. He sent His Son Jesus when He wanted to change time. God doesn't care what people think. He moves for a reason. He never puts His hand on someone by accident. It's made that way. You might be wondering, why me right now? Why is this message here? Why now? I'll answer in one sentence. Because you were picked before you knew what it meant. You were picked. God saw something in you that other people didn't see. He saw how you felt. He saw how sad you were. As no one cheered, He saw how faithful you were. When no one was happy for you. When you had every reason to give up but still did. He saw that you wanted to get better. He saw your spirit bow in shame as other people ran after platforms. He saw you pray for other people, even though your own needs weren't being met. Heaven took note. It's not about getting better. Getting it right is not the point. It's about being at your best, being honest, and being available. A lot of people have been called and invited, but not many have given up. That's why only a few will be picked. Because the inheritance is a big deal. It can't rest on shoulders that aren't stable. It can't be given to people who will abuse it. People who choose comfort over calling should not waste it. There is a small group that heaven has been quietly, secretly, and patiently getting ready. You are a part of that small group. You've been through a lot. Even though you were misunderstood, ignored, and left alone, you stuck with it. That's why you're getting the inheritance. It's not just about getting money. This is about managing the power of the kingdom. This is about showing your kids and grandkids how to live. This is about going into rooms as a bearer of God's glory, not just a receiver of good things. God doesn't give to people who ask for it. He gives based on what's ready. And while other people were after platforms, you were getting ready in the dark. While other people were trying to get followers, you were trying to get wisdom. You were developing the spiritual sensitivity to handle what's being released right now while other people were busy. Don't look at other people. Don't feel bad for people who seem to be ahead of you. Your timing is perfect, and heaven is calling your name right now. Now is your chance. You're not just another person in the crowd. You are one of the chosen. Not many people will understand what's going on in your life. Not many people will believe it. That stuff doesn't matter though, because the only voice that matters has already talked over you. You are mine. You're all set. You are the heir. Right now, I want you to write a statement that makes waves and makes your deal with God official. Type this in the space below. I am one of the chosen. I'm ready to carry what other people couldn't. This is your confirmation that you are who you say you are. Once heaven has chosen you, nothing on earth or in hell can change that. The inheritance will be given to the rightful owner. What you need to do right now to keep this inheritance. You got this far. You felt your spirit being pulled. You feel sure because you heard it in your heart. Now it's time to ask the question, what will happen next? Because believing in God is not enough to get the inheritance. It is a matter of following through. Some people hear a prophetic word and just think of it as a nice story that will make them feel good for a moment. Then they go on with their lives as usual. So the promise doesn't come true for them. That can't be you though. Not now, not after everything you've been through. Not after seeing everything God has shown you. Hearing a word is not the same as activating that word. And today, God wants you to cross that line, due to the fact that emotions do not guarantee the inheritance. It can be let go of by taking action, getting in alignment, and continuing to surrender. You might ask, what do I need to do now to keep it together? This is the most direct and serious answer I can give you. The ground where the seed was planted needs to be looked after. The message you're hearing now is a seed. It's got into your heart. It's alive. But some seed fell on soft ground, just like in the story Jesus told. Some fell among thorns, and birds ate some before they could grow. Fruit could only grow in one type of soil, the kind that was ready, caring, and fed. If your life is full of spiritual junk, this inheritance won't grow. It won't grow in anger, distractions, pride, or putting things off. It needs to be fed, cared for, and let out. Now you need to do this. You need to start keeping the atmosphere safe. Cut down on the people who can talk into your life. They speak death if they don't speak faith. If they make fun of God's things, they are against your inheritance. You need to get more spiritually disciplined, even if they are close to you. During this time of year, you should pray more deeply. You should study the Word now, not just because it's there, but like your future does. Even if it hurts, you have to walk in obedience. God might want you to forgive someone you didn't want to forgive. He might get you to give up when you don't have much left. He might make you want to let go of something you've been holding on to. This is where you'll test yourself. But this is what makes the difference between those who heard the word and those who were changed by it. Please pay attention. God doesn't make fun of his kids. This promise isn't just there to get you excited so he can leave. Putting out his hand, he asks, "Will you walk with me through the door?" Not everyone will say yes. Some people will be moved and then be distracted. Some people will be found guilty and then forget. But you're not like them. You're now too far away. You've heard too much. This is important to you because of what you've been through. You can still get the inheritance. The blessing is still being given to people. Now it's up to you to walk in a way that shows you can handle it. That journey starts today, not next week or whenever it's more convenient. Today. So, take a moment to let this sink in and then do something powerful to show your commitment. Don't just type this, write it in the comments. Say it with all the weight of your soul. I will keep this word safe. I will follow the rules. I'm not going to lose my gift. These words should seal your heart because God is watching. Watch out, because the next steps you take will determine the ground you walk on in the days to come. The number that is linked to your wealth. There are many ways for God to talk to us. He can be reached through the Bible, dreams, people, and even numbers. The Bible is full of divine codes, patterns, and symbols that have meanings that are hard for humans to understand. Numbers are used in more than just math from Genesis to Revelation. They are spiritual keys that open mysteries, mark important events, and start divine movement. There is a number that has to do with your success. And that number has probably already started showing up in your life, even if you don't know it yet. That number is 888. It's possible that you've seen it on digital clocks, in dreams, on pages, or in other strange, random places that didn't make sense at the time. Heaven, on the other hand, makes nothing random. In the Bible, the number 8 stands for fresh starts. It's the number of rebirth, resurrection, and being set free by God. In the Bible, the 8th day was the beginning of a new cycle, a new beginning, and a holy unveiling. And when God shows you 888, which is 3 A's lined up, it's not just a coincidence. It's a sign that a full cycle is over and a triple portion of blessing, abundance, and breakthrough is about to come your way. There is a triple inheritance, a triple new beginning, and a triple restoration. Your life may have had 7 years of lack, 7 years of delay, and 7 years of testing. But now the 8th year has begun. God isn't just giving you back what you lost. You didn't expect Him to give you this much. There is no magic behind the number 888. It has nothing to do with numbers. It has to do with divine symbols. God has His finger on the exact moment of your breakthrough. If you see the number 888, it means that the season of is over. There will be a lot of food this year. The old doors are no longer open. There won't be a fight for the new doors. They are going to open by favor. It is no longer being processed to handle the inheritance. It is going to be released. But you should not take this lightly. The worst thing we can do when heaven starts to talk to us through signs is to think they are just random. God isn't just talking for no reason. You are being shown a number to get your attention, your expectations, and your alignment on track. You're about to start your 8th season. You're about to enter a new area of promise. And the only things that can unlock what 888 really means in your life are your obedience, your readiness, and your faith. Now I want you to do something holy. This isn't just a note. It's a sign from God. It's an agreement between spirits. It's a way to write this moment down in your life book. Feel free to write in the comments below if you think that 888 is God's confirmation that you will get your inheritance. I get my 3-part share. I put the number 888 over my life, my home, and my future. These words should be written with heaven in the background. Show the Spirit that you're not just there to watch. You are in charge of the word, because people who pay attention to the signs will walk in what they mean. The number has been made public. The meaning has already been said. More than ever, the inheritance is getting close. In 3 days, you'll get the confirmation. This is how you can spot it. You can trust what God says when He speaks. He says yes. He says yes. He talks back. And for those who are listening, truly listening, He always provides a sign that the word you received was real, timely, and destined for you. Now is that time. You're not here because you're interested if you've read this far. Your spirit knows that something is stirring because you're here. It's in your chest. It's there in your mind. You can't get rid of the feeling that something has changed in the invisible world. God is now going to prove it in the real world. There will be a sign in 3 days. It will happen because God wants it to, not because you want it to, or because of superstition. Throughout the Bible, God always kept His promises in groups of 3. On the 3rd day, Abraham saw the spot where he would show his faith and be fed. It was the 3rd day when Esther stood in front of the king. The king showed her people favor. Jesus rose from the dead on the 3rd day, which changed the course of history. 3 days is more than just a number. It's a spiritual rhythm of breaking through, being accepted, and rising again. Now you're moving to the same beat, but you need to learn how to tell what's coming next. You might not get the confirmation in the way you expect. It might not come in the form of a huge windfall of money or a voice from above. It could come quietly through a conversation, an open door that doesn't make sense in real life, someone offering help out of the blue, or a word or phrase that keeps coming up and either jumps off the page or pierces your heart when spoken. It could happen through a divine interruption, a delay that leads to a better chance, or a closed door that leads you to the one that was always meant for you. It might even happen when you're sure of something, when something in your spirit breaks free and you let go of the fear, doubt, or anger that was holding you back. You must keep your cool. If your mind is cloudy, your heart is hard, or your attention is split, you might miss what God is really saying to you. Get ready. Get close. Clear your mind as you pray for the next 3 days. Ask God to make you aware, not just informed. He can help you see things with spiritual eyes and an open heart. This isn't just any confirmation. This is the last confirmation before the manifestation happens. You won't have to go after it. You'll get it. Not because of your hard work, but because God has a plan. But don't think that. God is watching how you wait. Are you going to wait with faith or fear? Are you going to get ready or freak out? Are you going to wait for the answer, or will you miss it when it comes? This is where you can prove yourself. The confirmation is what will let you move on to the next step. What you do next will determine how much heaven gives you once it gets there. That's why I want you to seal this moment with faith. Say something brave, not so other people can see it, but so God can hear it. Type this in the space below. I am looking around and waiting. When the confirmation comes, I'll know it. I'm ready to move on. That should be your promise, because when the sign shows up, which it will, those who were ready to see it will enter their time of fulfillment. What is let out will not be stopped by anything. This week, a door will open, but you have to say yes. In every divine journey, there is a time when the invitation is no longer just an idea. When it happens, there will be no more getting ready. Don't wait any longer for the perfect conditions. Please don't ask for one more sign, one option only, yes or no. Now is that time. Tomorrow sometime, not this week, next year. You are about to walk through a door. At first, it might not look very nice. To the naked eye, it might look quiet, plain, or even uninteresting. In the spirit, though, it's huge. History is being changed. It's leaving a legacy. And you have to say yes. That makes me wonder what kind of door it will be. I'll tell you the truth. If you open that door, it will test your comfort but confirm your calling. You will need faith to walk through that door. You might lose a habit, a fear, a relationship, or a false sense of control. But it will give you more than you could ever ask for or think of. It could be a divine connection, an unexpected chance, or a call to serve, give, move, speak, or shift. You need to know this no matter what form it takes. It's the answer to your prayers. You asked God to make sure. You asked Him about the time. You asked Him to start over. That's it. But most people miss this part. God won't push you through the door when He opens it. You need to walk. Before seeing the whole plan, you have to say yes. Even if you're not sure, you have to say yes. You must have faith, not sight, to say yes. Because heaven doesn't care about what's easy. It works on conviction. The Red Sea wouldn't part for the Israelites until they took a step forward. It wasn't until Peter got out of the boat that the miracle began. Peter saw Jesus walk on water. When Mary agreed to carry the Messiah, she didn't know if she would be comfortable. All she knew was that God would be with her. And now this same idea is in front of you. The door will swing open for a short time when it comes. It might close if you wait too long. You might miss the window if you wait too long. If you let fear guide your choice, you might stay where God never meant for you to be. Now is not the time to be nice to your future. Now is not the time to ask people who can't see what God is showing you what they think. Allow us to move on to the next step. It came to you from heaven already. Accept. Even if your knees shake, say yes. Yes, even if you have to walk by yourself. God has already gone ahead of you to prepare what you can't see yet. So say yes. This week, God will put us to the test. A moment that seems normal but has very important effects. You'll remember these words and you'll have to pick one. So, I want you to do something that most people are scared to do. Say yes, even before you know what it will cost. That's what faith looks like. Type this in the space below. I will go through the door when it opens. Yes, that's my answer. I'm not going to miss my chance. Write it as a promise, not as an emotion. Just know that God is watching. Your fate is on the other side of the door that's about to open. Please understand me fully if you are still here, if your heart is still open, and if your spirit is still locked into every word said since the start of this message. You're not supposed to be here. You're not just one of many people. God has been calling you all along. This message wouldn't let you go for a reason. There's a reason why your memory was stirred, your faith was shaken, and your heart was pierced. It's because right now something very old, very eternal, very divinely written is happening in your life. You didn't just happen upon a word from the prophet. It was like a prophet told you what heaven has known about you since the beginning of time. Jeremiah 105 states, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Before the first breath ever filled your lungs, you were already known. Before you ever failed, stumbled, or lost your way, you were already marked. Not just to live, not just to survive, but to inherit. And this is what so many miss. Being chosen is not about pride. It is about responsibility. It is about carrying what others dropped. It is about healing what others ignored. It is about walking where others stopped. You were chosen not because you were perfect. You were chosen because you kept showing up, because you kept pressing in when your hands were shaking, because you chose forgiveness when bitterness felt easier, because you humbled yourself when others chose recognition. And now God is saying, I am honoring your surrender. I'm rewarding you for being loyal. I'm getting back everything that was lost, stolen, late, or forgotten. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't miss your chance. You're on time. Heaven has been waiting for this to happen. The angels have seen you on your journey. Now the scroll that tells your story is being opened. The inheritance is not going to happen. Your name is written on it, and it has already been sent. But pay close attention. This last moment is not for getting ideas. To agree, click here. What heaven has said must be agreed upon by you in order for the word to come true in its entirety. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. So I want you to have one last act of faith and one last brave moment. And I want you to do it with respect, humility, and power over your spirit. Write these words in the comments as a seal, a promise, or a final vision from the prophet. I was picked from the start. I agree to take my inheritance. I will follow God's plan for my life to the letter. Take your time writing it. Write it with prayer. Let each letter be a key that opens the door to what you've been waiting for. Because if you're still here, it's because you were called. You were called because the plan already had you in it. It's now your turn. There's no doubt that this message touched you deeply. If it made you feel something you couldn't quite put your finger on. If it seemed less like a video and more like a divine meeting, you know it wasn't just content. This was a sign, a word from the prophet, a holy moment set aside for you to remember who you are and why you were born. You are the heir. You've been picked. God's plans for your life will not only be good for you, but also for everyone who knows you. But now that you have this word, you have a new duty to fulfill. Do not keep it to yourself. This message needs to find someone else, just like it found you. Someone who is almost ready to give up. Someone who feels like they need a sign. Someone who has been wondering what they're worth, when they were born, and where they fit in God's plan. You can help them get from where they are now to where they want to be. Just send this video to other people. Allow it to go where it needs to go. Let the Spirit take it to the next person that was picked. Take a leap of faith right now if this word spoke to you or confirmed what you've been thinking, feeling, or praying. If you follow this channel, you'll never miss what heaven has to say. Since this is only the start, more revelations are on the way. More teaching from the prophets is on the way. You are now a part of a small group of heirs who will walk into the future with faith and fire, not fear. Do these 3 things before you leave. Leave a comment below your final statement. In the spirit world, make your voice heard. Tell someone you care about who needs hope to read this. Stay in touch by subscribing, because this journey isn't over yet. It's just getting started. We haven't forgotten about you. You aren't a stranger. It's not too late. You were picked. You are getting help from the gates of heaven. Now take a bold step. You can keep the inheritance. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided e-books and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.